Now in this episode, we will discuss the different types of meditation and the effective use of meditation to achieve one's life goals. Now, meditation is one of the oldest and wisest of the human practices. It has fallen out of a trend for a while. It's becoming largely forgotten for a period of time until now. And now the trend for practicing meditation is growing again. Now, why is meditation beneficial? Now, just like science has gathered a convincing amount of evidence to show that moderate exercise is beneficial. Now, recent scientific research is showing that there are numerous benefits. That's right, numerous benefits to meditation. See for yourself by taking the time to read the evidence in peer-reviewed scientific journals. Now, meditation is essentially like taking a vacation. It is rest for the body and, more importantly, the mind. If you or someone you know says, "I've had enough of life. I'm tired with life. I'm unhappy. I'm depressed. I'm miserable. I'm having a midlife crisis," then this is a sign that meditation is very necessary. Now, if done properly, meditation can feel as restful as does a one-week vacation. That's true. The time that a person spends in necessary rest is never time wasted, because after having rested, a person feels more refreshed and energized than before. Now, instead of running ourselves out of breath and to utter exhaustion, we should spread our intervals of relaxation and elevation over the course of each day. Now, to get refreshed, we must secure a small time slot every day when we escape the crowds and distractions of life to meditate upon whatever subject we wish to occupy the most honorable place in our mind. No matter how little time you have, you must find time for meditation if you wish to succeed in life and proceed forward confidently with your plans and the achievement of your goals. It's like driving a car without stopping. To have a car take you where you want to go, you must stop to refuel or recharge it, of course. Otherwise, unfortunately, the car will not get you to where you want to go, no matter how powerful the car is. Now, the same goes for you. No matter how powerful and intelligent and educated you are, you will not get to where you want to go if you don't stop and recharge yourself, and mentally and physically. Here is the secret of why some highly educated, intelligent, talented, and powerful people don't achieve their life goals or go on in life feeling lost and miserable and unsatisfied. Getting to where you want to go, according to sacred ancient texts, consists of two things: achieving your goals and being happy. Now, you can achieve your goals and still be very unhappy. You can be happy but have never achieved your goals. Meditation will give you both happiness and achievement of your goals. Great. Now, the secret to proper meditation is found in the Bible and other sacred texts. And the Bible recommends active meditation and careful consideration of one's life path. Haggai 1:5 of the NIV says, "Give careful thought to your ways." Now, this type of meditation is different from the one that is found in Eastern philosophy. The King James Version says, "Meditate within your heart and be still." Once you are still and once you are connected with your heart and your superconscious, then you are instructed to set your heart to your ways. Haggai 1:5 of Young's literal translation puts it that way. When you set your heart on your ways during active meditation, you are considering what you really want out of life, why you want it, and what is your true source of happiness. It is best practice with your eyes open. Now this differs from the Eastern type of meditation where you are sitting with your eyes closed in a contorted position. No, no, no. There are many people that pursue a way of life they think will lead to success and happiness, and then ultimately end up lost and miserable in life. They haven't even once in their life connected with their superconscious and set their heart to their ways. So sad. Many people listen to the outside world to tell them who they are, what they want, why they want it, and what they should be doing with their life from others. Meditation means being alone with your thoughts without any outside influences. That's why it is recommended to go meditate in natural settings. Go for a quiet walk to your nearest green space that is free from all kinds of people. If that is not possible, then attend a study center or a library where everyone is required to be silent and no conversation is allowed. Very good. When you withdraw from all conversation, withdraw from all people, withdraw from all media and entertainment, withdraw from everything physical in this world, you are left simply with your own thoughts. During meditation, you may come to realize many of your thoughts are not really your own, but come from, the mainstream media, their parents, friends, and acquaintances. They're not from you. It's best if you make meditation consistent, short, and sweet. A 10-minute meditation practiced every single day is very powerful. However, if you can only find time for a weekly or even monthly meditation session, then that is still better than nothing. Psalms 104:34 of the New Heart English Bible says, "Let your meditation be sweet." In other words, you need to find a form of meditation that you enjoy. You see, there are many different types mentioned in the sacred and ancient texts, and all of them, however, consist of meditating within the heart and connecting with your superconscious. The goal of active meditation is always to carefully consider your ways in a positive manner. It means moving away from the intellectual processes that tell you what we should do in life and moving toward perfect alignment with who you really, really are. Now, there are different ways to meditate and certainly many different reasons to meditate. For example, meditating is the key to finding your life partner. When in a deep meditative state, you can consider what kind of life partner you really want. Not the type of partner that the media or your friends or your parents tell you that you should want, but rather what partner best suits you for the rest of your life. The ancient sacred Torah teaches what Isaac went out into a field to meditate, and he discovered his future life partner upon looking up in the state of consciousness. Genesis 24:63 points that out. Another reason for meditation is to make proper decisions during negative life situations. Psalms 4:4 of the NLT says, "Don't sin by letting anger control you." Think about it overnight and remain silent. Anger provokes unintelligent action. Anger is ultimately self-defeating. If you examine your life carefully, you will realize that your most unintelligent actions were caused by anger. Therefore, when you are angry about a negative situation in your life, don't make quick decisions provoked by your emotions. No. Think about it overnight, or even over several nights. Remain silent before making a decision about how to change your negative life situation. Very good. Another reason to meditate is to truly understand what you read and memorize it for the long term. It involves repetition, carefully studying, meditating, and thinking about what you just read or what you just learned. Meditation is the machine in which the raw material of knowledge is converted into wisdom. I love that. Just like a wine press with the goal to make wine by reading, research, and study, we gather, the grapes. And it is by meditation that we press out the juice of those grapes to obtain the wine of wisdom. Yet another reason for meditation is to become wealthy. Yes, taking 10 to 15 minutes every day in the morning or in the evening to think about your financial goals and why you want to even become wealthy. You want to spend these 10 to 15 minutes a day not criticizing yourself in any way or thinking negatively. This defeats the entire purpose of meditation. Rather, consider your daily actions, and if they align with where you want to go, quiet your mind, quiet the noise around you, and focus completely on your goals or set new goals. When you meditate on success, that's when you allow yourself to generate groundbreaking ideas and come up with innovative strategies that lead to true success. Meditation is for everyone, but one type of meditation is not for everyone. Yes. In other words, you need to find a specific kind of meditation that works for you and doesn't bore you. That's right. Now, in the next episode, we will dive deeply into the specific secret meditation strategies for achieving wealth found in sacred ancient texts. So, subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel.